Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. They go play action. Now Heineke. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 23 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. Responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's where they're...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
To Barkley on the check down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Steps away to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb pushing through the contact. Room here to run. Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets past one man, and down inside the 15 he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. He's got it complete to Perkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll throw now on the final play. So we're at halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they have
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. A handoff to Barkley. Gets by him at the 25. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Barkley about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Let's go.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come. And they got it done.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They run again on first down. Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Heineke's throw into the hands of Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Heineke. They set up the screen to Chubb. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going back to you.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Barkley. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley. 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And even 150 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Second and goal from inside the 5.
One more time with Dobbins.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Easy work.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Heineke.
Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Again, it's Heineke.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road.